Solana is on fire once again, and looking at the macro perspective, that is pretty impressive when you consider that this project looked to be defeated back in December of 2022. So at least in modern times, Solana for me represents the comeback kid of crypto. Again, December 2022, it was at $8, and all of a sudden today we're looking at about $178. And when the SOL token is doing very, very well, that typically tends to spill over into the Solana ecosystem more broadly. No surprises there. Many projects under the SOL umbrella are, of course, going to exhibit green charts, and this is something that we want to take advantage of because when the altcoin rally inevitably does kick in, check out yesterday's video, by the way. We're very bullish on a good tail end to 2024 for the altcoins in this space. But when that really comes to fruition and we're seeing the enthusiasm and the momentum again, the three projects that we're looking at in today's video, these three Solana ecosystem altcoins, are going to do even better. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. Whether it's Solana ecosystem coins or any other project in the altcoin space, if you choose to invest, I wish you well. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, and by extension, of course, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Let's start here at number one with a look at Jupiter. JUP is the ticker, and Jupiter is Solana's leading swap aggregator. Now, according to DeFi Llama, its perp section has $553 million in TVL, total value locked. That puts it in the 6th spot of all Solana DeFi projects. And since January this year, it's actually only been growing, as you can see here. Now, an aggregator always looks to get the best possible swap options available. And so Jupiter offers a couple of great features. For instance, swapping. Here it uses AMMs and order book dexes to find the best available swap price. Limit orders, where you can set specific sell or buy prices, which is actually a pretty rare feature among AMMs. Automated strategies like dollar cost averaging and a preset amount of token at fixed intervals. It also offers a perpetual exchange where perpetual contracts don't have an end date. You can also use leverage if you want. Be careful with that. But if you're experienced and you know what you're doing, Jupiter does offer up to 100 times leverage. And there's also the JLP pool, the Jupiter liquidity pool. Add liquidity and receive part of the fees generated by the perps DEX. Plus there's JUP SOL, where you can stake SOL SOL on Jupiter and receive JUP SOL. This is an LST token or liquid staking token. So in other words, you can stake SOL and get rewards for that. However, you can also use that LST again in DeFi and get additional rewards. Then there's also the LFG Launchpad. I'll let you figure out that acronym for yourself, but this allows you to launch new tokens on Jupiter. The JUP token launched in late January 2024. There was also a pretty big airdrop campaign. Come late January 2025, next year, there's going to be another airdrop round. If you use the Jupiter app, you should receive the airdrop. So for example, swapping in your Phantom wallet is on Jupiter. Or if you prefer, buying droplets on Drip House happens with Jupiter as well. You can also stake your JUP and vote on proposals. This rewards you with JUP and other Solana ecosystem tokens. The idea here is that the more you stake and the more proposals you vote on in a given period, the higher your rewards will be. The current price of JUP sits at just above $1.03 now as I record. It happens to be up over 8% on the day. There is a max and total supply of 10 billion JUP, of which only 1.35 billion are currently in circulation. And the market cap, as you can see here, is pretty healthy at $1.385 billion. All right, at number 2 here on our list of Solana ecosystem gems is PYTH Network. Ticker PYTH, PYTH. This is an oracle. And to be precise, it's a financial oracle. So just to clarify and to zoom out a little bit, oracles are extremely crucial for blockchains. And that's because a blockchain fundamentally cannot communicate with the outside world. In other words, a blockchain cannot open a door to check the weather conditions, so to speak, or collect any similar kind of data. That is exactly where oracles step in. That's why they're so needed in this space. They connect the blockchain with real-world data. And that data can be anything. It can be crypto prices. It can be precious metals, banking data, engineering data, other asset prices, sports, even weather forecasts. Like I said, a lot of different things. However, PYTH Network concentrates on financial services specifically. It offers real-time price feeds, among others, for services like cryptocurrencies, equities, foreign exchange pairs, ETFs, and even commodities. Now, currently, PYTH has over 500 data feeds, almost 400 apps make use of it, and over 70 blockchains use its data. This, of course, includes Solana, but it also services EVM chains, Sui, Aptos, Near, and some Cosmos chains. Another feature that stands out when it comes to PYTH is their update frequency. It updates more often and faster, for example, than its competitors, especially Chainlink. It has over 90 million updates per day, which allows for very accurate price updates. Some of PYTH's key features are, for example, the fact that it's a first-party publisher oracle, meaning it sources data straight from primary sources. It offers confidence intervals, which gives as much of a true asset price as possible. So, for example, during times like volatile market conditions. And it offers multi-chain integration, currently with well over 70 chains, ranging from EVM to Cosmos or Sui and Near, like I mentioned. You can also stake your PYTH, and your rewards are in the form of token airdrops. The current price of PYTH, PYTH, sits at about 38, just below 37 cents. It's up over 10% on the day, has a market cap, as you can see, of just below $1.4 billion. And out of the 10 billion max and total supply, we have 3.6 billion PYTH tokens currently in circulation. Okay, and last but not least here on our list of Solana ecosystem altcoin gems, we are looking at io.net, ticker IO. And with this one, we are firmly in the DePIN sector. IO offers on-demand, decentralized GPU access. That means you can get cloud computing resources for machine learning and AI applications. Decentralized cloud computing has a couple of advantages over bigger, more centralized competitors. Some of those include the fact that it's more affordable, sometimes up to 90% cheaper, by the way. It typically offers better scalability and immediate access to GPUs, meaning there's no need to wait for weeks before you can start using it. io.net also has some pretty cool features that make it work more efficiently. So, for instance, there's the IO Cloud, which is an easy-to-use real-time dashboard where you can have access to the GPU. This is secure, and you can customize it, of course, and tailor it to your preferences. There's the IO Worker. This is a feature that manages your GPU clusters, and it has real-time earnings overviews and is very easy to manage. It's also secure, of course, as well as stable with no downtime. The IO Explorer keeps track of all statistics and the network. And finally, the IO ID is the place to keep track of your earnings and expenses. And by the way, besides adding and connecting a Solana wallet, you can also do the same for an Aptos wallet. The IO token is also their native token. You can use it to rent GPU or pay for other services. Furthermore, you can pay transactions with this token. Now, its current price sits at $2.94. And among the three Solana altcoins that we've looked at today, this one seems to be up the most at the time of this recording, up 15.1% on the day. It's got a market cap that's lower than the others, $278 million as I record. And out of the 800 million max and total supply, 95 million are in circulation. Let me know if you're excited about any of these three picks that we've identified as gems in the Solana ecosystem. Of course, it's a broad ecosystem, and so there are other projects out there that we have not covered. Let me know in the comments below if I've omitted anything in a criminal way, if there's something that really ought to be featured on this list that we haven't examined, or if you have a favorite that we didn't talk about. If that's the case, let me know which one it is in the comments below. We can feature it and examine it in more detail in a future video.